Hello, we're live. It's me, Ellie, the owner of ellieparvin.com, and I am here today to share with you just a short live video on a communication skill that you should just be aware of and should seek to build. And that's called nexting. No, not texting, not sexting, nexting. And you're probably thinking to yourself right about now, what is nexting? So if you're just signing in, my name is Ellie, the owner of ellieparvin.com. I'm a communication expert. I have my master's in communication and organizational leadership. I'm a university professor teaching public speaking, business communications, interpersonal communications, academic writing, and media and culture. So if you're just signing in now, I've kind of buzzed it on my Instagram stories today, as well as in my little, what is it called? The Snapchat. Who's on social media? Who's on all the social media platforms? But I'm talking about nexting. Now, this is not something that I have invented myself. When I was studying my master's degree, we take so many classes, and I took one particular course on basically on interpersonal communications. And the interesting thing about communication, as you may know, is that it's sort of a complex, continuous, collaborative process. And not just in our process to learn it, but in our process communicating with others. And if you really want to think about building your relationships and building your business and reaching out your customers and developing and growing your relationships with key customers, you want to just be aware of and develop the use of nexting. And all nexting is actually when you are continuing the conversation. It's that simple. Nexting is continuing the confirmation, or that confirmation of that communication. For example, here is an example of not nexting. The other night, I had asked my husband a question. We were discussing, and I have a tendency to talk a lot, so this is not his fault in any way. I've learned already that if he's doing something else and really focused on it, I shouldn't ask him questions because he's focused on one thing, on something else. But I look at that as, hey, you didn't answer my question. Aren't you listening? I'm sure you've been there before, that you're having a conversation with someone, or even on the phone. Have you ever had a conversation with someone on the phone that they're talking, and maybe you're doing the same thing, you're folding laundry or cleaning or working on something, a project, and all of a sudden there's silence on the phone, and the person that's having the conversation with you says, so what do you think? You think to yourself, oh, shoot. Well, in order to build that relationship, you want to be able to reply back with the verbal cues, which of course means you need to listen. But we also need to understand that nexting indicates that you're replying back with certain verbal cues, such as, oh, that's interesting, or, oh, wow, I can't believe that, or, oh, how did that make you feel? And just continuing that conversation. So just being aware that this is nexting. And again, it's not my invention. There was a book I read in college. It's a very short book. It could be used as a paperweight. It's over 600 pages. And it's called, you won't see it here because it's backwards, Bridges, Not Walls by Jon Stewart. And it's just a book about interpersonal communication that we used to read through and research. And I used some of this for my thesis. As you can see, there it is. I'm going to flip it around so you can actually get a gander. See, Bridges Without Walls. Oh, it's way too dark. Bridges Without Walls by Jon Stewart, and edited by Jon Stewart. So this is robust and has tons of information in there about building and developing interpersonal communications. With that, I hope you learned something today about nexting. And again, it's not sexting or texting, but I hope you get a chance to just be aware of the next time you're in a conversation and you have the opportunity to next in that discussion and build that relationship with the person you're speaking with. My name is Ellie. Thank you for listening today. Please share this with your friends and followers. Make sure you download my free PDF at ellieparvin.com and get my free PDF on 6 power words that you can use in conversation, in content, on your live videos to move your audience to action. And with that, I'll see you back here tomorrow night. Ciao for now.